Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Mickey Leon here, M. Armstrong Photography, Plus Model Photography, District of Curves, all the brands that you all know from me, right? So I wanted to talk a little bit about a shoot that I just did, a recent shoot. As a photographer and as an artist, we sometimes we have visions, where we just want to execute on the vision. And sometimes you don't know what the vision, you just kind of, you get elements of the vision, right? And you don't know exactly what it's gonna be until it's done. You just know what you see, what you feel, and what you want to convey, but you may not know all the pieces, that you're gonna use to put it together. So recently, it's springtime, and I wanted to do a photo shoot. I always wanted to do a shoot like with flowers. Like I like flowers, I like greenery. I can't speak today. Greenery, as you see back here. You just wanted to do springtime flowers and things of that nature. So recently, I had an opportunity to do that shoot. I've had a lot going on, a lot with my fashion show, just a lot been on my mind, and I needed to clear my mind. I needed to be able to release, have a creative release and whatnot. And so my photography a lot of times is the way that I do that when I have my own projects. So the spring shoot, I've had flowers in my studio for a while. I ordered some last year. I just wasn't able to get the shoot done. So this year we came back around and I was just really, really feeling it. Like I needed to do it. I could just feel it inside me. I needed to do it. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. I didn't really know, I didn't have one particular person in mind, but I knew that I was gonna make myself get it done, right? So I thought around, thought about it, and I was able to work with a model, Crystal Vaughn, and you see in the video, her Instagram is tag Piggy, and I'll link to that. But Crystal she's a theater major, I believe. So she's got this really big personality. Every room that she walks into, she just takes over the room, right? Her personality is big, it's outgoing, it's bubbly, it's kind of revitalizing. And so to me, that's what spring is supposed to be, right? It's a time of new beginnings, new growth. You get ready for the summer. Things are growing, revitalizing. You've come through the winter where it's cold and dark and things, have died over the winter, and now spring is breathing new life into things. And so that is the feeling that I always get when I'm around Crystal. So I reached out to Crystal and I asked her if she would be willing to do the shoot. Now, we've been trying to get it done. She asked me for inspiration photos, and it was so hard to send inspo pics. I'm gonna, post some of the ones that I did. It was hard to send inspo pics because I knew what I saw in my mind, but what I saw in my mind was not really conveyed, on Pinterest or in other places that we all use to create some inspiration. So, I sent her a few pics, but without saying it, we both kind of had the thought of, we're just gonna go in here and see what happens. And so I really appreciate Crystal for letting me just use her. She came in, she had two things that she really wanted to get done herself, and we did that. And then she just let me just use her for inspiration. I gave her what I had, told her as best I could, and she worked it, and she let me just basically paint her like a canvas when it came to putting the things together. So what you guys see in the pictures and the video, I feel like it really came out. So I titled this shoot Flower Goddess. And in my mind, what I saw was, again, I told you the spring colors, spring flowers, but I saw a woman emerging from growing. And so for me, it's a woman, for a lot of women, for a lot of reasons, right? I work a lot with women with my platforms and whatnot, but women, they create life. They create life, they give life, they birth life in all species, right? So you have to have women in order to have a new life. And so that is one reason why, you know, a woman was always in the vision for this shoot for me, because how, you know, growth, spring, everything. So, but that's what I saw. I saw a woman, I saw a Black woman, you know, no shade to any other races or anything like that, but, you know, I love Black women. So, you know, I saw a Black woman giving life, giving birth, giving, just that revitalization, you know, and Crystal was able to come in here and represent that for me. So I feel like I've done a lot of talking. I'm gonna get better with, you know, kind of giving backstory to my photos and videos and whatnot, because I feel like it's one thing for you to look at a picture and interpret it, which you should. It's art. That's what we do. But I feel like when we have the photographer or the artist or whatever genre you're in, whether, you know, when we have the backstory of why you created that piece, it provides a little bit more depth, at least to me. So, you know, for those of you watching this video, I appreciate it. You know, hopefully my backstory gave a little bit more depth to these photos and videos that you guys are seeing from this shoot. You know, we did some behind the scenes. You know, I didn't get to do the fancy behind the scenes like I want, but you know, you get to see kind of behind the scenes a little bit. And yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. So I don't know where you're watching this, if you're watching it on YouTube, if you're watching it on Instagram, if you're watching it on Facebook, just, you know, leave some comments somewhere, and just let me know what you think. You know, let me know what you think about the photos. Let me know what you think about the story. You know, does it inspire you? Anything at all. You know, I really appreciate the feedback in the comments. So again, this is Flower Goddess. It's my take on spring, you know, and what I've seen. So thank you very much. I appreciate everybody for listening.